Hey everybody, Marcia here. I am back today with another scrapbook process video for my creative scrapbook. Today I'm working with the April Main kit, and this gorgeous kit featured the Pinkfresh Studios Making the Best of It collection. I'm so excited to share this first layout I created with you. There's this pattern paper in the Pinkfresh Studios Making the Best of It collection that is just a bunch of these scallops of different colors. And I fussy cut those out, and I thought it would be fun to arrange them on a heart that I had cut out with my Silhouette Cameo. To get rid of the white edge where I fussy cut the scallops out, I got out my Distress Oxide inks and used as close as I could get to the same color ink to get rid of that white edge there. And I like that it adds a little bit of shading too, and it gives some depth to those scallops. You can see at the very beginning of the video which ones I actually used. I wanted to arrange them not stacked directly on top of each other, but alternating the scallops a little bit. And I started with the blue on the bottom. This is exactly the way that the pattern paper came, and working my way up to the blue and the yellow and the pink, and then it just gets to a brighter pink, almost a red. And I had thought that my heart was sized so that I could get all of the colors on here once, but I realized I had a little bit at the top yet that I needed to cover. So I cut off some of the blue from the bottom and I inserted it at the top. So that was kind of an oops there. I had meant to just use each color once. So you have to remember there are no mistakes in scrapbooking. There are just design challenges. And this is just a challenge to overcome. I had too big of a heart, so what to do? And I like how this turned out. I like having the darker blue at the top to help frame everything. I'm going to mount my heart on white cardstock, but before I do that, I want to put some foam tape and some recycled chipboard behind it so that it's popped up from the background so I can stick some flowers underneath my heart. The main kit contains all of the vellum flowers in the Making the Best of It collection. And it's hard to adhere vellum down on a layout without seeing the glue behind it because it's transparent. So the way to get around it is to apply an equal amount of glue on the entire back. The best way to do this is to use a sticker maker. So I dug out my Xyron Creative Station, which I showed you a little bit earlier. I have the big one, and it is 9 inches wide, but they also make smaller ones that if you don't think that you would make use of a 9-inch one, I find plenty of ways to use it. But I do have smaller ones too because it sometimes comes in handy if you only have a few things you want to run through the sticker maker. So they do have smaller ones. And once you have all of the flowers run through the sticker maker, they come out on a sheet, and I can peel them off the sheet and use them on here wherever I want to. So because vellum also shows up better, the colors pop more against the white background. I'm using white cardstock here on my background, and I am going to frame my heart and put these flowers all the way around the edge. So I started at the top of my heart, and I'm trying to choose flowers that aren't as wide for the sides because there isn't as much room there on the sides. And I am putting the larger die cuts of flowers at the top and the bottom. The photo I'm scrapbooking today is one of my daughter with her new puppy, Sullivan. They call him Sully for short. He is an English cream golden retriever, and he is just adorable. I have put some foam tape behind my photo to pop it up from the background. And also, I am recycling some chipboard pieces to help save on my use of foam tape. And I want to use some more of the flowers, more of the die cut ones, because the vellum ones need to be on white. So I'm trying to use up die cut flowers here, but that's doesn't always work out. And what I ended up doing was putting some of the vellum flowers on white cardstock and fussy cutting around. Now that I have a flower cluster here on the lower right side of my photo, it's time to start thinking about what to do for a title. So I found this Sharing This Beautiful Story in the Die Cut Ephemera pack, and I thought this would work out perfectly for me for a title. So I popped it up on some foam tape to add some more dimension to my layout, and I am going to adhere that right over the top of my photo and floral cluster. I already have a lot going on here on my layout with the heart and all of these vellum flowers around the edge of it. So I wanted to keep the rest of my layout pretty simple. I want to add a little journaling block to the left of my photo. Then I decided I needed to draw a little bit more attention to my journaling spot. So I took one of the floral stickers from the sticker sheet, and I am fussy cutting it a little bit because it had a lot of white space around it, and I didn't want all of that white space. I'm using the sticker from the sticker sheet there by my journaling spot to add just a little bit more attention to that. And then I'm going to add my floral cluster on the upper left of my photo. There are some really cute butterfly die cuts in this collection, and there's also a butterfly on the sticker sheet. And when I adhere butterflies down on my layout, I like to have the wings bending up. So it's kind of as if they're in flight, and I only adhere the middle of the butterfly down. But with the sticker, there's a trick so that you can do that. You apply baby powder to the back of the sticker, except where you want to adhere it down on your layout. So I use a brush to adhere baby powder just on the wings, and then I can put glue on the middle of my butterfly and adhere it down on my layout. I love adding bows to my scrapbook layouts, especially when I have a lot of flowers on my layout. And so I'm going to get out my Bow Easy. This is a tool that I use all the time to tie bows, and I'm using some hemp twine, and I'm going to tie a double bow to put on my floral cluster on the right side of my photo. To finish up my layout, I'm going to add some Nouveau drops, and I'm using a pale gold Nouveau and adding just a few dots all the way around the outside of my heart. My Creative Scrapbook puts together 4 kits each month, so there's a kit for every kind of scrapbooker that you are. Again, I am using the main kit. They also have a creative kit, a limited edition kit, and an album kit. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bye-bye now.